Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with the one and only David Schwimmer. Thank you so much for doing our show. I really appreciate it, David.
Yeah.
Intelligence, super funny show. Already got picked up for season 2.
Yeah.
So congrats on that. It's on Peacock, which I was playing around with this weekend because obviously it's our network, and I just want to see what it was all about. Not bad. Actually,
Yeah.
good stuff. I got into it, and I was
Pretty easy
already
to
watching your show in 2 minutes. It was great.
Oh, good. Thanks.
I like your physical comedy in this. There's some nods to like Peter Sellers-ish sometimes. There's one where you run and slide down the and just fall off the desk.
Yeah, I mean, I love physical comedy. You know, I grew up, I don't know who your heroes were when you were growing up, but as a kid, I was addicted to Monty Python.
Yeah.
You know, I would watch and study those guys as much as I could. I mimic. I just try to do every single silly walk there was, so I mean, I was hooked early on.
Did you entertain at parties for your parents?
Not at parties, but probably when my parents had folks over, company, I would probably be inappropriately jumping in and hurling myself against furniture. No, yeah, I mean, that's how. I just loved making my family laugh, my parents and my sisters. So I'd just be bouncing off the walls and hurling myself over couches. And anyway, when you're young, you don't get hurt. It's only much older that you realize, oh, I better develop a technique because
when you're a kid, there's no technique. You go for it. I pretended I was Chevy Chase every single day over whatever, and fell down the stairs with paper plates. And I was like, what? I could never even, I'd have is there a stunt thing? Is there a pillow just to make sure it's safe? And should I wear a helmet? I could never get away with it now. Do you want to set up who you play on the show?
Sure. So Intelligence, it's a workplace comedy, but it's set in London, outside London, in Britain's version of the NSA, which is called GCHQ. And they're really dealing with national security, cyber terrorism and cybercrime. And I play this kind of pompous, arrogant, alpha male American who's shipped over from the NSA. I'm an NSA agent who's shipped over to work with the Brits on a new program where we combine our intelligence and our resources. And I basically assume that I'm in control and I'm over here to run things, when in fact, we learned that I've been demoted, and the NSA is trying to get me out of the spotlight because I've been my activities have been perhaps less than honorable at the NSA. We find out a lot about my character as the series progresses. But basically, it's a workplace ensemble comedy set in the high stakes world of national intelligence.
Did anyone from the NSA reach out to you at all, or?
I'm assuming they're reading all of my email and
they were watching you, even before the interview had aired. They're like, great interview.
I got a random email with notes on season 3. We haven't spoken to NSA, although Nick, the creator of the show, and my co-star, he did meet with GCHQ, some reps from GCHQ who wanted to make sure we weren't kind of, as they say, taking the piss.
Yeah.
And I think they were reassured that we were going to make them look good, even though we're a bunch of kind of misfits and incompetents.
I want to show everyone a clip. Here's David Schwimmer in Intelligence. Take a look at this.
One of the things I've started to realize is that it's much easier doing this when you have color photos.
Gosh, that's a very diverse bunch, isn't it?
Thank you.
Or it's a bit too diverse.
Okay, so what I've done here is assimilate all the data from the program along with Tuva's trace matches and combine that with an algorithm that basically mimics my own gut instincts. Anyway, taking all of that into account, these are our top 6 suspects.
You know 2 of these are the same person?
Yeah, it was a test. You passed.
My thanks to David Schwimmer. His show Intelligence is streaming now on Peacock. David, I really appreciate you coming on. Really, thank you so much, bud.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
Hope to see you in person. Yeah, you too.
On and on and on. I said. and it's on and on.